Donald Trump's 2024 campaign, as most people could probably have guessed, is not off to a good start. Because apparently Donald Trump can't find anyone willing to work for him, and the few people that do want to work for him, Donald Trump doesn't want working on his campaign. Here is what the New York Times had to say about what's happening with Donald Trump's campaign. While the small group of aides and advisors involved in Mr. Trump's nascent campaign reflects a desire to stay lean, it also reflects how many former aides Mr. Trump has come to disdain, and in some cases, vice versa. The open and overlapping investigations into Mr. Trump have also chilled the desire of many political operatives to associate too closely with the former president, lest they face possible legal jeopardy themselves, a number of his former aides said, even though Mr. Trump pressed for an early announcement in part of the belief that it could provide something of a shield against indictment. So basically, people don't want to work for him because they're afraid if they work for Trump, they're going to end up somehow breaking the law. That's what that means. Donald Trump is so corrupt and has such a corrupting influence that nobody wants to work on his campaign because they know eventually, or at least they suspect that eventually he's going to say, you got to break the law. Like, you have to do something illegal in order to work for me. So yeah, a lot of very talented and smart people are like, you know what? That's probably not the job I want to take. Furthermore, Donald Trump has made the brilliant decision that he doesn't need a campaign manager, right? We don't need somebody at the top that knows what they're doing. We don't need a smart person to tell us how to run this campaign. And instead, he's going to take a couple of aides that have been working for him for the last 2 years, you know, when most of his problems began and continued to get worse. He's going to take 2 of those people and they're going to kind of share those responsibilities, but nobody's really going to be a campaign manager. So here's what's going to happen. Donald Trump is going to have people running his campaign that have no idea how to run a campaign. They don't know anything about organization. They clearly don't know anything about campaign finance laws, which is, you know, big red flag for people not wanting to get in legal jeopardy here. And they're probably going to run it into the ground. But the overall reason for this is because Donald Trump, as I've repeatedly said, learned from his mistakes during his first presidential term. He knows now that he can only fill positions with people that will blindly tell him yes to whatever crazy thing it is he comes up with. And that's a two-edged sword, right? If he gets in power and wants to do horrible things, surrounding yourself with yes men allows you to do the horrible things. But on the other side of that, it means that good, talented, and smart people won't be allowed in. And if you don't have the smart people, the chances of you being able to survive a primary drop considerably because you're packing your staff with people that don't know what they're doing other than what you tell them to do. And you also still don't seem to know what you're doing. So this campaign, 3 days in, already seems to be in a free fall. Billionaire donors are bailing on him. Right-wing media is attacking him. And nobody that's competent wants to work on this idiotic third presidential campaign. One of today's video sponsors is Lomi by Pela. If you're like me, you've always felt a little bit of guilt about all the food waste that you create when you're cooking, and I've always wanted to compost my scraps but didn't have the time or energy to devote to that project. Lomi takes the hassle out of composting for you. Lomi allows me to turn my food waste into dirt with the push of a button. Lomi is a countertop electric composter that turns scraps to dirt in under 4 hours. There's no smell when it runs, and it's really quiet too. And thanks to Lomi, I have way less garbage each week. Since I got my Lomi, I throw out so much less garbage, it's unbelievable, which that means it's not going to landfills and producing methane. Instead, I get to turn my waste into nutrient-rich dirt that I can feed to my plants. I feel great knowing that I'm composting and creating soil instead of waste. I have a basically limitless supply of dirt for my herb and pepper gardens. My kids
are absolutely fascinated with the Lomi, and they actually now love helping me in the kitchen so that they get to be the ones to put the vegetable scraps into the Lomi and let it work its magic. So if you want to start making a positive environmental impact or just make cleanup after dinner that much easier, Lomi is perfect for you. Head to lomi.com/ROF and use the promo code ROF to get $50 off your Lomi. That's $50 off when you head to LOMI.com/ROF and use promo code ROF at checkout. Food waste is gross. Lomi is your solution. You'll want to move quickly as they're over 80% already sold out for October.